These Hells Angels bikers surrounded two famous bodybuilders at a gas station, but one unexpected move instantly turned everything upside down. The gym lights had already gone dark when the last few people stepped outside. Inside, the air still carried the smell of iron, sweat, and chalk from hours of training. For two famous bodybuilders, the session had been another brutal workout as they prepared for an upcoming competition only weeks away. Their bodies showed years of discipline. Broad shoulders stretched their shirts, and veins still pulsed from the final sets of the night. The exhaustion of the workout mixed with the quiet satisfaction of pushing past their limits once again. After leaving the gym, they stopped at a nearby gas station before heading home. The station sat on a quiet corner under bright fluorescent lights reflecting off the pavement. A couple of cars were parked near the pumps, and the convenience store inside looked nearly empty. But something immediately caught their attention. Along one side of the station, a row of heavy motorcycles lined the curb. Chrome gleamed beneath the lights, and beside the bikes stood several members of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. Their leather jackets and the winged skull patches made it clear who they were. Seeing bikers at gas stations wasn't unusual. Riders often stopped to refuel during long trips. Most of the time, it meant nothing. This time felt different. As the bodybuilders walked toward the pumps, several of the bikers began watching them closely. A few leaned away from their motorcycles, their eyes following the massive athletes as they moved under the bright lights. At first, the attention seemed harmless, but within moments, it became clear the bodybuilders were being singled out. Two of the bikers slowly stepped away from their motorcycles and moved toward the center of the station. Their movements weren't rushed, but they were deliberate. The bodybuilders noticed immediately. Years of training had built more than muscle. It had built discipline. They kept their composure and continued walking without reacting, but the bikers kept closing the distance. Within seconds, the tension at the gas station rose. One biker stepped directly into their path, while another moved behind them. A third approached from the motorcycles, and suddenly the two bodybuilders found themselves surrounded by several men wearing Hells Angels patches. The bikers studied them carefully. The size of the bodybuilders was impossible to ignore. Each looked like a statue carved from years of relentless training. Their arms hung relaxed at their sides, but the strength behind them was obvious. Still, the bikers seemed unimpressed. For a few seconds, nobody moved. Then one of the bikers suddenly shoved the larger bodybuilder in the chest. The push looked like a test meant to provoke a reaction. The result was not what he expected. The bodybuilder barely moved. Years of lifting enormous weights had turned his frame into something solid and immovable. The shove looked less like pushing a person and more like pushing against a wall. Before the biker could react, the bodybuilder calmly caught his wrist and applied slight pressure. It wasn't violent, but it made the point clear. The biker's expression changed instantly, and the laughter from the group quickly faded. Two more bikers stepped forward, but the second bodybuilder moved closer as well. His presence alone shifted the balance of the situation. Up close, the bikers could now see these weren't just men who posed on stages. Their bodies were built through relentless training and physical endurance few people ever experienced. For several seconds, the gas station went quiet. Then an older member of the group stepped forward from near the motorcycles. His calm posture carried an authority the others respected. He looked at the bodybuilders, then at the younger bikers who had started the confrontation. Without a word, the mood shifted. One by one, the bikers stepped back. The bodybuilder released the biker's wrist and calmly walked toward the pump again. This time, nobody blocked their path. The tension slowly faded as the athletes finished their stop and returned to their car. Behind them, the bikers remained beside their motorcycles, watching silently as the bodybuilders drove away. The encounter lasted only a few minutes, but it changed the tone of the entire stop. Sometimes strength isn't about starting a fight. Sometimes it's simply about showing enough power that no fight needs to happen at all.